Bo! Welcome to WrestleGram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. The Notion Office, aka Derek, and I'm here on a Tuesday to give you, of course, WWE NXT. No 2.0, just NXT. First and foremost, thank you so very much for allowing me to be a part every day, your weekend, your night, whenever you're watching this or whatnot. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, to the depths of my loins. I truly thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. And I tell you, humble, I truly mean humble for a reason. First, I know y'all are looking at these or whatnot. I do support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. On October, you will see me with these on. You will see me with pink shirts on as well, just to support, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Real men do wear pink, especially on October. If you want to do anything for me, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. If you like it, if you don't like it, take it back. Take it back. I'm not mad if you take it back or whatnot. If you want to do more than just the thumbs up for me or whatnot, go ahead and hit the sub button. We're on the road to monetization or whatnot. On the road to monetization. Slowly but surely, we are going to get to monetization. Okay, you guys? If you want to do anything else for me, not asking for a dime, not asking for a red cent, not asking for a credit card number, go ahead and hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week. As soon as it uploads, you can watch it, have fun with it, or you can hit that watch later tab right there or whatnot. You can do that. Okay? Once again, I thank y'all so much for watching. Let's talk about NXT. Let's talk about NXT today. Wow. I would say it was a chore to watch today. I will say that the road to Heatwave, and Heatwave was really good. The road to Worlds Collide was good, and Worlds Collide was good. The road to Halloween Havoc is really bizarre to me. I don't know what a lot of these people names. I don't. But I will say this. Let me put this analogy in there, okay? You have two types of people in NXT. You have people that are good and that are ready to go to main roster. You also have Greenhorn. They are not ready to go. They are really trying their hardest, and it's just they're trying. They're doing a lot of botching, but they still need the help. They need the support of the fans. There is no middle. There's no middle ground where you have so-so or, almost there. It's either good or green. And I hate that because either the matches are only good to me, only good when it comes to the pay-per-views. The matches are so-so, or I could have not watched it, henceforth, let's say this. There was a rumor saying that Toxic Attraction was going to go to the main roster. That would have been a really bad move for Toxic Attraction to go to main roster, due to the fact that we already have a monster heel of course, Damage Control. And the cool thing about the women's tag division is that they have their way on either SmackDown or Raw. They're not really a Raw or SmackDown group. They challenge both divisions, and whoever wants and whoever gets that, they get the challenge for those belts. Now, being that Toxic Attraction is already a heel organization or a heel group, it would have been a waste of time for them to go onto the main roster, being that Toxic Attraction is already huge. They are, Damage Control. Damage Control is already huge, and they're taking over pretty much everything. So I'm happy that they kept Toxic Attraction on NXT just for a little while longer. I just hate that where they are, they're ready, but Damage Control is just taking over. It is what it is. And also some measures. I'll stop and I'll put my 2 cents on it, but it was just I truly, it's okay because I know that this is a developmental show and it shows every single week that this is a developmental show. And I look at the views of my content. It's pretty decent when it comes to NXT. So my crew, like the people that are watching my content, first of all, thank you, are watching NXT, or they are getting the information from me from NXT. So let's get into it. I'm not going to shit on this show that bad. I hope I'm not. But, take it with a grain of salt. That's all I can say. After that, first we get Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly comes on, and they do the address to the NXT Commonwealth. First thing of order, they talks about how delicious they look. I thought that was pretty funny. After that, they said that they have ran pretty much through the entire division. So they now have declared themselves champions forever, for life. So everybody boos them or whatnot. Out comes the Brawling Brutes from SmackDown. Just recently lost to the Usos. They could have found anybody else, but they got the the Brawling Brutes, Holland and Butch, and they want to challenge for those belts. They will be on the main event, challenging for those belts today. You already know what's going to happen. I even knew what was going to happen before it even happened. After that, we got, of course, Toxic Attraction coming out of a car. Fire comes and attacks both members of Toxic Attraction. Gets in the car to attack Mandy Rose, and the car spurts off and go away. We don't get an ending to that. We don't know we don't know what happened at the end of that segment. We don't see Fire anymore. We don't see Rose anymore. We just don't know what happened, which made no sense at all. But I digress. After that, we get Carmelo Hayes versus is it Oro? Is it Mister? Who I think is I like him. I like him a lot. Very decent. Like, this was like the more decent of the matches. But once again, it was a quick match because what NXT tries to do, which I respect, but it's a flaw. They try to get to so many matches, and it kind of kills the flow of things from time to time. Carmelo did win. Oro does a kick hitting Trent Williams for Carmelo to do a beautiful code breaker. After that, a leg drop off the top rope. Carmelo gets onto commentary to see who his opponent's going to be, with, of course, Von Wagner and Andre Chase from Chase University. But before we get that, the Diamond Mine is just really still pissed over what happened with those multiple chair shots. A gentleman named Duke Hudson comes in and talks about, how bad the Diamond Mine is and how it's going to be destroyed. And Julian comes out and says, me, you will have a wrestling match today. So after that, Brutus is truly upset. He wants to wrestle, but he's just not able to wrestle at all. But we get the match between Von Wagner and Andre Chase from Chase University. I would have pulled the trigger on Andre to win this match because I'm not a fan of Von Wagner at all. This match was okay, but it was just like I said, it was very weird because right before this match, we got the other match. Like this, just literally back to back. Von Wagner did win due to some shenanigans from his manager. His manager came in, started talking to Andre. The young lady that's with Andre, that's in Chase University, does a nice back suplex onto Von Wagner's manager. Von Wagner does his finisher called the the finishing touches onto Chase for Von Wagner to be in the North American ladder match at Halloween Havoc. I would have pulled the trigger on Chase. Chase is hot right now. Chase exactly did win against Carmelo Hayes 2 weeks ago. So I was really lost behind that. Why y'all not pulling the trigger on him? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. After that, Wesley came out of nowhere to attack Carmelo Hayes, and they did break them up. After that, we get Sonja and Nathan Frazier. And Nathan Frazier and Ethereum will be the last spot for that ladder match. And Sonja was like, if it's not me, I want you to win, Nathan Frazier. And that was the end of that. Another gentleman walked up. He kind of looked at like Veer Mahan. I don't know. They used to be tag partners back in NXT, so I'm guessing that's Veer Mahan. I don't know. After that, we get a Lash Legends promo where she talks about that she's going to destroy Wendy Cho, but you know, we don't know. She's just talking. She's walking to the ring. She's saying, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her. I've done it before. I'm going to do my thing or whatnot. That was the end of that. Why did we get that promo? I'm not understanding why we got that promo or whatnot. So after that, we get Gacy and the Triad talking to mysterious person with red hoodie, saying that you are not doing what you need to do. I need you to do better. We are not upset. We're just disappointed. After that, we get the Lash Legends and Wendy Cho match. I love Wendy Cho's intro. I love the song. I love everything about the gimmick. I really do. The match was lackluster. Once again, a lot of botches. Lash Legends and Wendy Cho have a lot of more work to do. But Wendy did win with a at the beginning of the match, the Legends grabs the pillow and attacks her with the pillow. I mean, usually she has something in the pillow to be like sturdy. I don't think it was just a pillow this go around, but it was really weird. So Wendy Cho did win with a she did a top rope splash onto Legends to win the match. Just like I said, it was a lot of botches or whatnot. Still a lot of work between the two that needs to be worked on. After that, we get a Wesley promo, and he's furious. He's upset. He's saying, you know, this dude him and Trick tried to take me out. They tried to end my career. So I'm really upset, and I want Carmelo Hayes. I'm going to destroy Carmelo Hayes. Hopefully Carmelo wins this match, and they get a one-on-one between Wesley and Carmelo, so Wesley can actually win that belt one-on-one. I want to see that. But while Wesley is there, we do get Stacks. Stacks is still upset over what happened with, of course, the Don, Tony D'Angelo, with him his knee being down. He's saying, dude, you are a wolf in sheep's clothing, and I see right through you. You are a piece of crap. So he said, watch your back. Watch your back. So now that is the promo we should have got. We should have got that promo because it's showing us what happened last week and it's bringing us to this week and also next week. It makes sense. It makes sense to have that. They will face each other next week. So it was a great transition for that promo. All promos are not bad, you guys. I do hate promos, but all promos are not bad. After that, we get Gallows promo. Of course, Gallows last week had the pub match. And of course, they were arrested because they were just knocking out people they weren't supposed to knock out. But they are suspended. And when they come back, they want the belts from Pretty Deadly. And they also want to attack pretty much everybody in the tag division. I will say this about NXT. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to talk about NXT. NXT tag division is a million times better than Raw and SmackDown's tag division. Hands down. Best to me, it's AEW and then it's NXT. Those tag divisions are so good, it makes no sense. I would hope that when they do call up people, it's like they get 4 of those tag teams and bring them on to, of course, the main roster because we need those tag teams in the show. I mean, it's just hands down. But let's keep going. We get a promo between Carter and Chase, and them being tag team champions and how they got to being tag teams, and they had to leave. Carter had to, Chase had to leave a little bit, to find herself, and sometimes you have to do that. And they came back. Well, she came back, and they became tag champions, and they've done a great job. I do like Chase and Carter as tag team champions. I enjoy watching them. They are really good. They flow really good in the ring as well. But now we get Toxic Attraction versus Zoe Starks and Nikia Lyons. Okay, in the comments, does anybody know if Nikita Lyons is actually a ex-MMA person? I just want to know. I just want to know. Zoe, I love Zoe. I just hate that she has no personality whatsoever. Like, she's just random generic person that you make on raw a wrestling video game to me. I love Zoe Starks. I love her to death. I fell in love with Zoe when she fought Mandy Rose at Heatwave. I fell in love with her. I love Zoe. It's just she has no personality whatsoever. And Nikia Lyons, she's just so fast. She needs to slow down. And the reason why I say she needs to slow down is because Zoe did a tag team move with Nikia, and Nikia did a kick, and the kick was supposed to lead into a German suplex, and it was so botchy, so bad that it was like it just made my eyes roll in the back of my head, like, oh my god. But but Zoe is really good. I really enjoy watching Zoe. She is a great high flyer, great technical wrestler, great striker. I enjoy. It was just Nikia didn't gel right with me, unfortunately. Now, I do like Nikia Lyons because I see the personality in her. It's just she needs to slow down. That's all. But Zoe Starks and Nikia Lyons did win with that wretched split move I just don't like at all. For them to win win. They are the number one contenders for for Halloween Havoc, where they will fight Carter and Chance. for those belts. After that, we get Dragunov promo. Dragunov talks about Ilion. Is it Ilion? Dragunov talks about that, JD always talks about he's the one who injured him. That is not true. And also he had to fight, claw, and scratch, and train to get back into 100%. He was upset because he wasn't the one to face Braun Breaker to unify the belts. But he does say that he does respect Braun Breaker, but he is a monster. But he is a man. He's still a man, and I can beat him just like I beat Walter or Gunther. After that, we get the Grayson Waller effect, where his guests are, of course, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, and they are just going back and forth, talking about that they will have a match at Halloween Havoc. Go Astros! But next week you will have a pick. It will be your poison match. Both participants will choose their opponent's person they will face next week, and then after that we will have a Halloween Havoc. They will face each other at Halloween Havoc, where they will spin the wheel, make a deal. And Grayson Waller was the one to spin the wheel, and the match was a weapons wild match. So apparently it's going to be weapons upon weapons upon weapons. Now Grayson Waller does have a ton of security at the beginning of the show. He says he has about 6 or 7 security guards saying, make sure you are, around me at all times, because of course Apollo is somewhere trying to be, Dexter Lumis. So I love the Grayson Waller show, where he's on Instagram as well, and he's he's getting questions as well. Hopefully they make it a little better, but I do like Grayson Waller. They do start to attack one another, having the security now focus on both Perez and Cora Jade. So Grayson Waller sees in his phone that Apollo Crews is behind him. Apollo Crews grabs him from underneath the ring, grabs him in the ring, pulls him out, and his eyes are red, just like Apollo Crews predicted that would happen. After that, we get Schism and new recruit or whatnot. I don't know. I'm really lost behind this. Grimes comes in and tells you don't do this. You're doing a bad thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Schism comes out, attacks Grimes, beat the living crap out of him, and and I'm guessing Schism recruits. This has to be a female, because the way she walks, the way this person walks, and I'm a guy, so what can I say? So they give this person a hug, and they all walk away. After this, we get the Duke Hudson versus Julius Creed match, squash match. That's all it was, squash match. Julius wins. Outcome, Brutus. Brutus throws Duke back into the ring, beats the living crap out of him again. Damien comes out. I'm sorry, you guys. My throat sometimes is very, very dry. Damien comes out and says that, yes, Julius and Damien will have a match at Halloween Havoc. And if Julius wins, Butch gets another shot at Damien. But if Damien wins, Brutus is gone from the company. He is gone from NXT. And Julius said, yes, I agree with you, but we're going to make this match a ambulance match. I can't wait to see this match at all. Can't wait. It's going to be a very interesting match. I can't wait to see this match. So after that, we get JD McDonough. JD McDonough comes in and he talks about how both Dragunov and Breaker are kind of two and the same because they're both meatheads. They don't think with their brains. So he said, I'm going to be very strategic and I'm going to let them beat the crap out of each other for me to win the match. I like JD McDonough. I wouldn't mind JD McDonough being champion as well. After that, we get Hank Walker. He does have another promo, and he's kind of high off of course, the win from 2 weeks ago. Quincy Elliott comes in and tells him that, the person you're facing, Zion Quinn, is really pissed because of what I said. Now, they do have a match, Cameron Grimes. Oh my God, I hate that Cameron's going through all the stuff he's going through. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be a great match at Halloween Havoc between, of course, Cameron Grimes and, I guess, mystery person that's going to be going to interfere in that match. We still don't know who it is, but this person has a red hoodie, and, they're part of Schism. But, we will see. Now, we do get the match between Hank Walker and Zion Quinn. It's weird, but he actually has music now, but he does not get the win this go around. And Zion is still pissed off of what Quincy said, that he was going to beat him up a little bit more, but in comes Quincy. Quincy comes in for the save, slaps Walker on the buttocks, and they start dancing. That was the end of that. After that, we get, of course, Brawling Brutes. They are training or talking amongst each other. In comes Briggs and Jensen, saying that if y'all do beat Pretty Deadly, we want first dibs at y'all. In comes is Idris and Blade. They come in and say, no, we want first dibs. But the Brawling Brutes did stop them, or I would say Holland stopped and said, y'all need to focus on of course, Briggs and Jensen needs to work on, of course, Gallows and Ilias, and Blade needs to work on, of course, Schism, or a win, because I've never seen them win before. But they did say that, we'll see what happens, and they go to the ring, and we get the main event, which is Pretty Deadly versus the Brawling Brutes. Now, I've already said, but we do get a promo from the world champion before that match. We get a young man. His name is it Javier? And Javier talks about that you're supposed to be the champion, but you're not thinking with your brain, because the last time you did a triple threat, you lost, and you're not making any sense. So now it makes Braun Breaker incredibly pissed off, and now he's saying, I want you next week, and we're going to get another squash match. Guaranteed to get a squash match as well. After that, we get the Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly, and yes, it was come on, really? You already know what happened. Imperium came out of nowhere to interrupt the match. Pretty Deadly does spoiled milk to win the match. Imperial grabs Holland. After that, they brawl to the outside, but they do win. Pretty Deadly does win yet again. But Briggs and Jensen, they come out. They show that they want next dibs, and also Blade and Ilias. Idris comes out as well to claim their stake as well. So it looks like we're gonna have a triple threat for the world tag titles for Halloween Havoc as well. I love Briggs and Jensen; they are really good. So and out fades. Now, here's the thing. Once again, it's just how it's just weird, and I hope they do better. I really hope they do better with the pacing of the show. And it's just, I just think it's too much in a 2 hour show what they try to put in. This is now 30 minutes of me talking about NXT. Usually when I do a 2 hour show, either if it's AEW or SmackDown, those two shows, or even, AEW Dynamite, it doesn't take me that long to talk about the show because it's well thought out. Even though, it's either boring or it's good, it still doesn't take me 30 minutes to figure out what's going on. And that's not even giving me the entire matches or whatnot. It's just they need to do better. I don't know. I want to do a 2 cent about it, and I would literally have to write down what is wrong with NXT. And I might do that. I might have to do that. That what is wrong with NXT and how to fix it. But it will probably be that will be a very long show. I love y'all so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Of course, send it to people you like, send it to people you don't like. I love y'all so much. And tomorrow is AEW, and Thursday, of course, you have 2 shows. You have my 2 cent, where I will talk about the draft and how to fix the draft, and fix the roster or whatnot on both SmackDown and Raw. Not a AEW my 2 cent this go around. Wow. But I love y'all so much. Like, share, subscribe. The best is truly yet to come. And until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.